Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that feels like a simple annoyance, but is actually a huge bottleneck for AI. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we talk to AI, one that could unlock a whole new level of capability. So let's start with a moment we've all had. You're deep into a project, you've been working with an AI assistant for a while, you've crafted the perfect instructions, and then boom, it completely forgets something crucial you told it just 10 minutes ago. So frustrating, right? But why does that happen? Well, it turns out this isn't just a simple glitch. It's not a bug. It's actually a symptom of a massive, hidden struggle happening under the hood that's holding our AI back. And here's the key takeaway. It's not that the AI is forgetting. It's that it's spending most of its energy just trying to figure out what in the world we actually mean. It's getting lost in translation. And this constant guessing game, it comes with a huge invisible price tag, not just in our own frustration, but in raw, wasted computing power. You see, right now, AI use something called probabilistic parsing. Now, that's a fancy term, but think of it this way. The AI is basically a detective trying to solve a case with really vague, confusing clues. It has to take our messy, everyday language and just make its best guess about what we actually want. And that's really the heart of the problem. It has to sift through all of our conversational quirks, our ums and ahs, and the roundabout ways we ask for things. The source material calls this conversational noise and social lubrication. The AI is trying to find the real instruction buried in all of that. And this chart just lays it all out. A staggering 40% of an AI's computing power, its brain power, is completely wasted on just this guesswork. Almost half of its energy is spent just trying to understand us before it even gets to the actual task. So what if we could just get rid of the guessing game entirely? What if, instead of forcing the AI to learn our messy language, we started speaking a language that it understands perfectly from the get-go? Well, the solution is a big shift to something called deterministic execution. It's kind of like switching from giving someone vague directions to just dropping a pin, a precise GPS coordinate. Instead of messy paragraphs, we give the AI clean, structured instructions that it can follow without any doubt. And this slide really shows the difference. The old way is on the left. It's like handing someone a jumbled pile of sticky notes. The new way, on the right, is like giving them a perfectly clear, organized to-do list. The guesswork is gone, and so are the errors. So how does this actually work? Well, it uses these cool concepts that act like perfect translators. They listen to our messy conversations, they pull out the key instructions, and they convert everything into a super clean, structured format. All the ums and ahs just get stripped away, leaving only the pure, essential information for the AI to act on. Okay, so what does this shift from guessing to knowing actually mean in practice? Let's look at the numbers, because the impact here is, well, it's nothing short of a revolution. Remember this number, 40%. This was the cognitive load, the brain power the AI was wasting just trying to figure us out. With this new structured data, that number absolutely plummets, all the way down to just 5%. That is a massive drop in wasted effort. And what that does is free up the AI to dedicate a full 95% of its power to what we actually want it to do, reasoning, creating, solving complex problems. It's not just faster, it's a fundamental upgrade in its ability to think. And check this out. Let's say you want to restore the context of a long conversation, maybe a 4-hour work session. With raw text, that could take 50,000 tokens. With structured data, just 2,500. It becomes 20 times more efficient. Now, this isn't just about making our AI assistants a little bit faster. It's about giving them a perfect and totally portable memory. And this is where things get really, really exciting. See, because these structured instructions are in a universal format, something like JSON, they completely break down the walls between different AI platforms. The AI's memory is no longer trapped inside one company's ecosystem. Just imagine this for a second. You start a really complex project on one AI platform. When you're done, you export one single tiny file. You can then take that same file, upload it to a competitor's AI, and it picks up right where you left off, instantly, with absolutely zero loss of context. What this really means is that you finally own your AI conversations. They become a portable asset. You can take your work, your context, your entire project with you wherever you want, and use the best AI for that specific job without ever starting from scratch again. So, the big picture here is that we are moving towards a future where our AI has a perfect, continuous memory that just follows us around. It'll remember every project, every single preference, and every conversation, no matter which tool we happen to be using that day. And this incredible advance leaves us with a final, massive question. Once we free our AIs from this incredible burden of just trying to understand us, once we let them dedicate all of their power to actual reasoning, what truly complex problems are we finally going to be able to solve together?